Hi there, I'm Hazel from Zhamatix, your go-to digital transformation consulting company and proud Asana Solutions partner. If your team is juggling updates across emails, chats, or meetings, but still missing key information, this video is for you. Just a quick note, we're using a demo environment, so everything you see here is for demonstration purposes only. In part one of this two-part series, we're looking at conversational communication in Asana, and these are tools that you use to actively talk with your team, including comments, at mentions, inbox, messages, and status updates. Let's break them down one by one. First off, we've got comments, the space where day-to-day progress, questions, and feedback happen in real time. Every task in Asana has its own comment thread. That means updates, decisions, and files stay right where the work is happening. Whether you're asking a question, giving feedback, or sharing a file, comments make it easy for anyone to stay informed and understand what's going on without switching tools or asking around. Key takeaway here is that you can use comments to keep conversations tied directly to the work so nothing gets lost in DMs or buried in email threads. Now, if you want to bring someone or something into that conversation quickly without assigning teammates anything, mentions are the way to go. These allow you to pull in teammates or even link to tasks, projects, portfolios, or anything inside Asana, almost anything directly in the comment, task, or even task description. You can just type the at symbol, select the person or item, and collaborators will be notified immediately with full context. Let me just use it again in this example comment that I prepared beforehand, and then you can directly send it. As you can see here, the collaborators were only Neha, my demo account, and Martin. Once we leave this comment, it will add Veronica as a collaborator to the task. This is perfect when you need quick feedback, visibility, or input without overloading everyone else in your project, team, or organization. Key takeaway before we move on is that at mentions make your comments specific and actionable without spamming your whole team. Now, all these notifications you're sending or could be receiving, they land in the Asana inbox. It's your personal feed for all updates. It shows activity on tasks and projects you're connected to, whether through assignment, mentions, or collaboration. You can filter what you see. You can mark items as bookmarks to revisit later and archive anything that's done. We first introduced the Asana inbox in one of our previous videos, which we have linked in the description below. We will go even deeper in an upcoming tutorial focused entirely in using it intentionally, so stay tuned for that. Now I'll just show you how to bookmark and archive these notifications. You will see the ones that I bookmarked here and the ones that I archived here. And of course, we can easily undo these actions. All right. Key takeaway to remember in this section is that Inbox is your central notification hub. You can use filters and bookmarks to stay focused and check it regularly to keep your work flowing. Now, what if you need to talk to an entire team, project, or portfolio group? That's where messages come in. Let me just go back to the project that we were using a while ago. It's something that I already prepared beforehand. Let me just expand the pop-out to full screen. These are perfect for communicating with a full group, whether it's a team, project, or portfolio. Messages are ideal for announcements, weekly updates, process changes, or decisions. Everyone included in this space will be notified, and the message stays visible where it belongs, like so. Key takeaway here is that messages are your go-to for broadcasting updates to larger groups without switching to a separate app or chat thread. And when it comes to reporting on project progress, there's a better way than chats or sync meetings. Finally, we've got status updates, a structured way to share how your work is progressing. You can tag teammates, link to tasks, and add a color-coded status like on track, at risk, off track, on hold, or complete. These updates are stored in the project's history, like so. It's going to show up here. And if you're not sure what to write, Asana AI can help. With Smart Status, which is available from the starter plan and up, you can auto-generate updates for projects, portfolios, and goals. It highlights blind spots, blockers, and suggests next steps. When drafting with AI, you can provide as much input as needed, such as headings, key points to include, and your preferred tone, along with any other guidance you'd like it to follow. You'll also need to select the project status and date range, which tells the Smart Status what type of update to generate and what time period to summarize. Let me just show you my draft here. I already prepared something like this. From here, you will be able to view the previous update, and you can choose to include visual highlights like charts based on incomplete tasks by assignee. Let me just do it again. We can just drag and drop it to the draft. These charts reflect only the data within the selected date range and not the entire project. You can also enable reminders so you never miss a regular check-in. And when setting a status update, you're not limited to the existing project members. You can add recipients to ensure the right people are informed, even if they're not part of the project yet. Okay, now we can post it. As I mentioned earlier, status updates are saved in the project's history, so you can revisit previous updates at any time. And just a reminder, this same feature is also available in portfolios, as shown here. Let me just go to this portfolio and goals. Let me just select a goal, and it's shown here. Key takeaway from this one is that you can use status updates to communicate progress clearly and consistently, especially with help from AI, so your team stays aligned without more meetings. And that wraps up part one of this two-part series. Let's recap what we covered in this first part. Comments keep conversations tied to tasks. At mentions bring the right people or work into the thread. Inbox helps you stay on top of updates with a full tutorial coming soon. Messages let you communicate with your whole team, project, or portfolio. And status updates help you share progress clearly, especially with a little help from AI. Key takeaway from part one is that Asana's conversational tools make sure you never lose track of decisions, updates, or important feedback because that all stays where the work is. And don't worry, we're just getting started. In part two, we'll explore how Asana helps your team communicate without the back and forth, using structure, visuals, and built-in task design to share clarity from the start. That video is dropping in the coming weeks, so hit like, subscribe, or follow us to catch it when it goes live. And in the meantime, let us know in the comments how you are using your Asana to keep your team aligned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part two.